Hello, everyone. I'm back in again. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I don't know why. Um, so I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes. All right. So sorry, everyone. Again, let me, let me. All right. I see two of y'all in. So I'm just going to give it a minute before I can get all of y'all back in. I don't know why. Probably the eclipse and the full moon energies. Never happened in my house before, but again, well, expecting the unexpected. That's what life is about, right? Something about the pedestalization topic. Probably, Rebecca. It's definitely your divine masculine tapping in. All right, I'm going to give it a minute or two. All right, let me. All right. Okay, so where was I? 3D connection. So, all right, guys, please do like. The more you like, the more you will. If not, people are going to end up being on the other one. So, all right. So, I'm going to continue where I stopped with the whole pedestalization and putting up your divine masculine on a pedestal. Either way, it just denotes that how can you vibrationally align when you are not in alignment with each other energetically? So, in other words, when you actually put your divine masculine up there, how can you energetically align with them? So, strategies around that. Thinking about your divine masculine in a way is idolization and pedestalization. Rather, thinking about them as something unattainable, because people tend to think about things that they feel unattainable about, so you have to stop considering your divine masculine to be a dream. You have to start thinking of your divine masculine as your divine counterpart here to help you in your journey, help you to experience who you are. Rachel, my DM actually builds 5D towers. It's probably, if you see, with all of your divine masculine, it's such a challenge even to do a live on Facebook. So, Rebecca and Rachel, you're both guilty of disrupting my life here. Oh my goodness. Well. Please do, guys, do share your love, likes, and again, thank you all for your tips. And I'm going to talk for another 15-20 minutes before. Yes, I'm here, Samantha. So I'm just waiting until more of y'all get in. Those who are viewing. So throw in the comments, tell me that you guys are here. I really don't know what happened. So when I started my life itself, I was freezing a lot. So I managed to refresh the page, but then I was not able to put it to a webcam mode. So anyway, whatever happened. Definitely, some divine masculines are not very happy because we are talking about pedestalization, and obviously, some of them are equipped because they do work in 5D towers. All right, so back to this topic. In order to vibrationally align, you have to be in unique positions towards each other. You can never put them up on a pedestal or put them down either. So the contrast effect is either you put your divine masculine up or you think he's a useless piece of bloop. So don't do either of that. Just treat him as an individual who, just like you, has gone through 3D life and is navigating through certain things. For example, your divine masculine is as human as you. At the same time, he's not as human as you because he's a twin flame. Secondly, his role is to protect his divine feminine, who tends to be in another body. And his whole life, he has been taught many different things with regards to relationships. Thanks, Erin. Probably your divine counterpart had something to do with it too. I'm just joking. So, with that, having said that, if you're going to keep putting them up or putting them down, they're going to be very confused with your energies. One moment they're going to think that, oh, this divine feminine is so in love with me. Another moment is like, she hates me. How will they be able to re enter your life if you keep putting them up or down? Why can't you just put them in a unique position and appreciate them for who they are? I know it's difficult because we are all flawed. Be it being a divine feminine or be it being a divine masculine, we are all flawed. But the flaws are what makes us humans. The flaws are what makes this journey beautiful. Because if you were in a 5D world where everything was about telepathy, where you knew that your divine masculine is just playing a game, what's the fun in that? Right now, you don't know what is happening, neither does he. But despite all of that, you are praying to God, you are thinking about your guides, your angels, and then you realize that there's something more to this journey than me merely fantasizing about them. For a normal connection, at most 6 months, you're going to dwell on a guy. You're going to be like, oh, I'm going to enjoy. But only in a twin flame connection, it never gets better. You're just better at adapting to it. Rachel, this is so true. My DM used to say I was obsessed with him. Exactly. When you pedestalize your divine masculine, you give out that vibration of obsession. And why would you want to do that? Like truly, why? Why would you want to give your divine masculine that room to think that you're putting them up on a pedestal? And the opposite effect of it is putting them down and making them or thinking lowly of them. Why can't you just treat them for who they are? A survivor in this planet called Earth, navigating through a journey they have no idea what it is about. They don't even know they're on a twin flame journey. That's the best part. Whereas you are lucky, as divine feminines, and of course, there are divine masculines who are watching as well. You guys are the more aware ones, the more awakened ones. When you're more aware and awakened, you don't pedestalize your divine masculine. You start helping them realize who they are by treating them as your equal, by treating them as unique, and to remember that your roles are very unique, and that's what makes you guys a twin flame couple. So, guys, keep the questions coming in. I know I dropped off at the part of 3D and 5D. So, in 5D, you can't really put a person up on a pedestal. 5D doesn't work that way. 5D is about authenticity, it's about uniqueness, it's about who you are. But when you are in 3D and when you are obsessed with your divine masculine, or you're constantly thinking, why are they not seeing me? Why are they not messaging me? Why are they not talking about me? You don't know what is going on in their hearts and minds unless you are a psychic, right? See, but even then, their struggles are real. A lot of divine masculines I work with tell me one thing. The reason why they push their divine feminines away is because there are two things. They are not ready and they don't feel their divine feminine is ready yet because she is exhibiting very imbalanced energies like obsession, madness, desperation, control. These things are not going to get you anywhere in a twin flame relationship. It may be able to get you somewhere in a 3D connection, but not in a twin flame one. In a 3D connection, you can literally use manipulation and get together with someone. You can literally trick someone into marrying you, by putting up a facade and act, and you can act forever. But in a twin flame connection, no act stands. You can literally go and tell your DM, I don't love you, and he knows that it's a lie. And vice versa, when your divine masculine tells you he's not interested in you, it's 100% untrue. Because usually when someone tells you to their face, I'm not interested in you, what would you do? You will either be angry with them or you'll be like offended and you will move away. You're not even going to rethink. You won't even feel, you will feel disgusted. Because when a person uses words like that, I'm not into you, I don't feel passion for you, I'm not interested in you, I'm not that. But when your divine masculine says that, why is it that you don't take it to heart? because of the fact that you will never be able to reject yourself. That is the reason why. And having said that, when you look at who you are in a holistic way, you'll realize there are parts of you that are with your DM, and there are parts of your DM in you. That's what makes you whole. Together, you become whole, but you have to understand that you're whole yourself. So you're not looking for a missing part. You are becoming the entirety of experience. In other words, if you don't realize who you are, what is the point of merging? You're still going to be finding parts of yourself that you have not integrated with. And that's why the whole purpose is to become whole and then unite and become fully whole. So, guys, tell me if I'm freezing or not. So, whenever you guys comment, at least I know, okay, there's some kind of movement going on. All right, do you have any questions before I move on to channeling? Okay, I'm going to just check if I am actually streaming. Oh, thank you. That's fantastic. You see, I should have just done this from the beginning. All right. So, all right. So, having said that, finally, in order to be in alignment, it's not about you becoming perfect either. It's about realizing that life on earth is about imperfection. As humans, we are always going to be flawed. There is no perfect state. And the state of acceptance and gratitude is what's going to bring you up to that level of vibration. When you are vibrating high, you will realize there's no need to put your DM up on a pedestal or to put him down and think that he's useless either. You accept him for who he is. You accept him for the separation he has caused. You accept him for not wanting to communicate with you at the moment. You accept and respect the fact that he doesn't want you in his life yet because he's dealing with stuff related to his life. Of course, it hurts every divine feminine out there, and vice versa, divine masculines who are watching this as well. When your object of adoration is not there with you, it hurts. But why looking at that person as an object of adoration when you have so many other techniques to communicate with your DM? Why do you have to stick to 3D alone? 3D is just the icing on the cake. The whole point of separation is to realize that you're actually superhuman and there's so many other ways you can communicate with your divine masculine or divine feminine. Telepathy, multidimensionalism, so many other ways. Also, to understand and realize who you are as a person, becoming the best version of yourself is the most beautiful thing that you can ever do to yourself. Oh, don't say that you're not good at 5D communication. There's no such thing as good or bad. It's just about getting, yeah, and in dreams in itself is considered 5D communication. It slowly builds up. It starts with dreaming at night, and then daydreaming, and then imagination, and then eventually you start to feel the energies of your divine masculine in your energetic field. So it depends on how your class work. So we always have dominant class, claircognizant, like I tend to use my clairvoyance and claircognizance a lot, and that's why I'm able to channel like on the spot. Like any video I do, even the what he's feeling today, what is your divine masculine feel, I channel on the spot, right? So I use more of my claircognizance and clairvoyance. So it depends on, and again, your 5D connection with your DM depends on that as well. What are you more comfortable with? Some people tend to use their class sentience more. So they may feel their DM, like touching them, stroking their hair. For some that they might smell the perfume of their DM a lot from memory. Some of it could be memory, sometimes it could be a new scent. That means you're tapping onto their energetic space and smelling. Sometimes you maybe smell food. Hey, like why do I smell example chicken rice? And you're like, I don't have chicken rice. I have pasta before me, but why do I smell chicken rice? Because probably your DM is having chicken rice there. Perfume, smells of food. So that's when you're using your class of like clair audience and the clair of smelling. Some could be taste, again, not in a not in a sexual way, but rather you might feel like what they're eating you are eating too, so you might be able to experience their sense of taste simultaneously. So this is how 5D is presented. Your class are further activated so that you have that 5D experience with your divine masculine in 3D. So you have to again view it in a very linear way. You can't be like, oh, I want to see my DM like how I would see him in 3D. Well, if it's 3D, it's 3D, right? So you need to have some kind of a difference in 5D and 3D. So, Rebecca, I feel like everything has been turned off for me lately. The 5D for me too. So I feel you on that. It's hard when you feel like you've got it, then suddenly like you've lost it. It could be because there's a part of you that just wants to take a break from them because separation hurts, and sometimes having constant 5D connection and communication may make you go into that state of soul shock. I'll definitely do a live on soul shock. Soul shock is when your soul goes through a period of stasis where it's like electrically the static. In other words, the soul goes through shock. So it freezes up and you don't feel your DM anymore. And this is often triggered by long periods of separation, or it also happens when you suddenly meet your divine masculine and you don't know what to do with the connection. So a soul shock is a period where you may feel like you're losing connection with him, but it's always a temporary phase. So you don't have to worry that it's going to be something that is permanent. Yes, Rachel, that is good. Because, and another thing is, collectively, a lot of divine feminines are pushing back instead of feeling obsessed and feeling like they want to control the connection. They're taking a step back because they're preparing for 2024 unions. So, a lot of cycles are completing. So, for a lot of twin flames who have got karmic repercussions, this and that, all the cycles are completing. And when the cycles are completed, you have that you have it on a silver platter to actually get into union with your DM. So often it's not only you, it's your external circumstances that determine union too. Oh, Linda, come on. It's again, you can't have expectations for 5D communication either. 5D communication is a feeling, 5D communication is a sensory experience. It's about feeling your DM when you're half asleep and when you're awake and you feel like you smell their perfume, or you feel like that they're cuddling you when you wake up. Often you might think that it's imagination, wishful thinking, fantasizing, but actually it's not. Your DM is actually there and he feels that too. So at some point when you get into union, you can actually ask your DM. Of course, most of them won't admit for the sake of not admitting, because both of you will sound crazy, right? If you talk about a 5D sensory expression experience. But a lot of DMs who get into union do discuss it at some point and realize that they were never in separation. They were in each other all along. That's what Rabindranath Tagore says, lovers are in each other all along. There's no quite separation. So, one step at a time. And that's why today's topic is extremely crucial. Because when you get rid of the hierarchy or pedestalization or over obsession or thinking, when you start to differentiate what are 3D feelings and emotions and what are 5D tones of expression, you will notice that you are ascending to 5D. Because you're looking at everything in a holistic way and a unique way. You're no longer putting a person up or you're putting a person down or thinking that they are equal either, because that's impossible. No one is equal to no one. Neither is no one better off or worse off than anyone. Everyone is unique. And this is what the world needs to learn. Everyone is unique. Everyone is not going to have the same experience as each other. Everyone is different. There's something that's going to be different about one another. Even in twins, they may do everything together, they may wear the same clothes together. I'm talking about sibling twins, but they're still going to have individualized experiences, right? So, with that, as a twin flame, everything is unique as well. So, I'm going to talk about strategies to view each other uniquely. Example, life experiences, where you grow up. These are crucial because you may have grown up at the other part of the world, or you may have grown up in the same town but have had different experiences. You might have gone to this school, that school. So you have to start viewing your life experiences as very unique so that when you get together, you become whole and you're able to merge your experiences together and anchor what you need as far as the energetic grids are concerned, and also as far as life in itself is concerned. With that, energetic grids. So I wanted to touch a bit about that. You being where you are in your journey is exactly what is necessary for your journey too. If you are going to feel like you're entitled, or you feel like you're not good enough, you feel like you want to be with your DM and that's all you want to do, then you are invoking what you call two-dimensional energies, which is fear. Obsession comes from a place of fear. And it's not a bad thing, but it does hinder your journey. Control comes from 3D, 2D, 3D as well. If you know how to use these emotions and feelings in your day-to-day life with the highest intent, even obsession can transform into yearning. Power can transform into peace. Sadness can transform into joy. It's all about transformation. You are literally an alchemist, rearranging the energy grids around you with the guidance of God. And that's why it's so important to awaken first. Because if you're half asleep in the journey, whichever direction you go, you're not going to get into union because you can't see your DM, right? So please awaken to who you are as a soul. And then when you start playing this journey of life, this game of life, and when you start realizing why you are here as a twin flame, to anchor unconditional love, to balance the energetic codes, to realize that every action, your existence in itself, is what's creating this opportunity for Earth to ascend, you will realize everything is falling in place. So, guys, do you have any questions before I move into channeling? So, I think I've covered. So, again, mutually interdependent roles is you have to keep doing what you are doing, which is becoming a better version of yourself every day. Also, allowing that time and space for your divine masculine to grow and evolve as well. And also to get rid of that pedestalization of putting them down. You don't idolize them and you drop them like they are nothing as well. You find a balance in everything you do. You start to view things uniquely between the both of you. You start to think about all the memories that you got to have together because it was the blessings of God. The time that you got to spend with your divine masculine in the past was all guided divinely, was a gift by God. And if you want to have more and more experiences with your divine masculine, you have to surrender to God. So all praise to God and all wisdom to God, because God is going to guide you through this journey. He's going to ensure that you live the life that you want to live within the earth 3D matrix, and how that love is going to be contagious. So the more twin flames unite, the more unconditional love is going to be anchored into our planet, and that's what's going to make this world a better and more beautiful place. So why not fight this war to anchor unconditional love, then allowing these dating apps and this 3D conditional um, love to exist? Really, love right now is so conditional. People swipe people away. That's how much disrespect people have for each other. But in a twin flame connection, you're not going to swipe each other left or right. You are accepting your divine masculine for who they are 100%, your divine counterpart for who they are 100%, and that's what makes this such a unconditional authentic journey. See, authenticity is key. 3D relationships, not all, some soulmate relationships are beautiful, but most 3D relationships tend to be so inauthentic. Like literally, like how people love to flaunt their husbands and wives and their kids as though they are products. No, you have to treat your spouse, not pedestalization. You have to treat your spouse as he's the most unique person in the world, because he is the most unique person in the world. What he has, another person will never have. So stop comparing. Even amongst twin flames, don't compare yourselves with one another. Your journey is 100% unique. Your life experience on earth or other planets 100% unique too. No one has got the same exact journey. It's impossible. All right. I'm going to wrap up the topic for today. If you have any questions, put them in your comments. I'll keep answering to them. Now we are going to start channeling. So again, guys, let me go through the list. All right. Again, thank you all for your tips. I really appreciate them. You guys are amazing. So if you guys want me to do a channeling, here is my PayPal as well. And all right, guys, if you really enjoy my work and you want to support me, please feel free to send a tip. It means a lot. It helps you to spend more time to create more content for you all, channel more content. So I should say create/channel more content for you all. So I'm guessing you guys have no questions with regards to this topic. All right, I'm going to go into channeling right now. So let me start with Annette. Wait, actually, all right. See, the lawyer in me, I have to follow order so much. So let me just, all right. Okay, see, Annette sent me a tip on 26 itself. So Annette, what is in store for you? Thank you, Linda. I really, really appreciate that. I'm going to go in order of how I've received the tips so that I'm not going to miss anyone out. So are you all excited for today's channeling? Because today's channeling is very special because it's an eclipse slash full moon slash October slash Halloween slash everything, thinning the veil channeling. So it's going to be pretty interesting what's going to come up for me. Again, if you guys have any, again, 15 viewers, 15 comments, very, very auspicious. I love the number 15. Hmm. Because 15 is such a cool number. All right. So I've got Annette, and then after that, I've got. And then I've got and then I've got Rachel. Okay, so Annette, Rachel, and then I have got I've got Nimit, I have got Shannon, I've got Diana, I've got Shay, I've got Rebecca, I've got Samantha, I've got Dawn, I've got Frank, I have got Irene, I have got Gabriella, and I've got Linda. Oh, Gabriella, please, if it's about the topic, please do ask. What is your question? Oh well. Okay. Again, I try to avoid waves because then it tends to really generalize. But according to my channeling, 2024 is a very significant year. And it was something that I talked about earlier during my discourse. 2024 is the year of number 8, numerology, as far as numerology is concerned, and also with my own individual channeling of the Akashic records and multidimensionally, 2024 is going to be the year of the most number of twin flame unions. All right, I'll answer that later. All right, Annette, before you go, I'll do your channeling now. So, what is in store for Annette? All right, Annette, things are looking very, very transformative. There's a lot of integration energies going on right now. As the veil thins, you may be also getting a lot of guidance from your ancestors, from your deceased loved ones, your angels, and also God. You might be getting a lot of guidance. Also, Annette, what is very special that is going on between you both is that he is experiencing soul shock. In other words, soul shock has had an effect on him, and hence that's why you may be feeling some of his energies too. So, what soul shock does is it creates this gap between the both of you, and that gap is followed by fear and panic and eventually evolution. So there's a lot of fear going on that you are drifting away, but at the same time, a part of him knows that things are only getting better. As things in his life becomes more and more evident and stronger, there is going to be um, there's going to be what you call this transition. So you will notice major behavioral changes in him in the coming week. You'll also notice that he's a lot more energetically affected. So in other words, he's so used to being calm, right? So you may witness a little bit of instability within him, but at the same time, you will realize that he is awakening more and more. You will notice that as the soul shock fades away, you will start to notice that he's becoming more and more connected to you. The gaps between you both is also becoming closer. So, multidimensionally, there is a lot of magic going on up there as well. So, the 18th dimension, 19th dimension, there's a lot of higher order wisdom that is infiltrating, triangulating into your galactic energetic field. So, I'm seeing a lot of gold and yellow and pink in your combined energetic fields. So, there's a lot of movement as far as what's happening in 3D. He's making a lot of life changing decisions. He's also balancing out his karmic cycles. So anything that's been lingering, there is a solution for it. What used to be stressful is coming down too, so he's no longer affected by it so much. At the same time, he's feeling less and less pressured to live a certain image that he has been trying to build his whole life. He's feeling more free. So the soul shock has actually caused him to feel more alive and more awakened. And the messages I have from him to you would be that he wants you to know that things are shifting, things are also transforming, and he wants you to hang in there, and that his love for you is eternal and pure. Of course, he's unabashedly saying this because he feels extremely shy around you all the time, and he's not able to say everything he wants to say, but he wants to say this, that he finds you extremely cute and sexy and amazingly interesting. And he wants to get to know you more. He feels like a high school kid when he's around you. And he tries so hard to keep the energies within, but it's always a big fail. So you may notice him dancing around you more and more these coming weeks. And the special messages that I'm getting from your angels and God is that don't give up on the journey. Things are getting harder and stressful, but that is only because before a storm, before there's peace, there's always a storm. So that's what's happening. Things are all heightened because the veil is thin at the moment. So you may be getting a lot of transmissions energetically, but that will shift. You will have a calmer November. Things will tend to be more interesting, tend to be more peaceful, and there will be more security within your connection. So that's the channeling I have for you, Annette. I hope you have enjoyed it. So next up, I'm going to do my. All right. Next up. So what is in store for Mai? Mai, I hope you are here. And Annette, you probably left, but enjoy the channeling later. Again, stay strong, Annette. Everything will be fine for you. You see, I still have messages coming from you. For you. Be happy, be alive, keep doing what you do, keep embarking on your duties, keep doing what you're great at, and everything will fall in place. And your divine masculine loves you unconditionally. Everything, there are no big obstacles. The obstacles is that you guys put within yourself. So these are the only obstacles that exist. As far as the connection goes, you guys are safe, everything is going well, transformative. Of course, there are little doubts here and there creeping, but that is normal because we are all in a human body. So I hope you have enjoyed that. Hi, Tamara. Good to see you. All right. Mai, what is in store for you, Mai? Very interesting. The energies are shifting greatly. I'm seeing more progress as far as your divine masculine's energies are concerned. He is being He's trying to be more transparent with you. He wants to confide to you a lot more. He feels that he's in a position right now to completely trust himself to be real to you. His greatest fear is that what if he's too real or too authentic to you and you reject him based on that authenticity? So there's a lot of fear there as far as that is concerned. But besides that, he is also going through this incredible journey of awakening, of self awareness, of getting overcoming his fears, of going through catharsis, as there are massive downloads taking place in his energetic fields right now. There's a lot of work that is taking place in his throat chakra, which is advantageous towards you, Mai. It's a good sign. Mm, Another big thing is he's also feeling alive and he's feeling transformed. He's feeling much more in alignment with the truth, in alignment with life in itself. So that's a very, very graceful moment, a very, what you call a periodic shift. He's going to be more real towards you. And my advice to you, my guidance to you, my will be to stay strong and accept anything that he has to say. Because there may be some things that he may want to say, but it might not be expressed. All he wants is your listening ear. He wants you to be more open, to who he is, and he also wants you to know that he's as real as he can be. And authenticity, that is the theme as far as your connection is concerned. Both of you are going to be very, very real and authentic. In fact, Ma, you have always been authentic. You have always been compassionate, caring, loving. He has never been able to show himself unconditionally because he has been afraid of rejection from you. He has never been quite able to show who he is. All right, I'm just going to. Yes. So that's what's going on. Your energies are melting into one another and you're becoming one in a very beautiful way. So, energetically, the colors I see for you are green, blue, purple, gold, and silver. This is a good sign of energies expanding, also of confidence. So, your divine masculine is feeling more confident than ever. He is no longer triggered by past experiences or past relationships. He's very, very much going through a phase in his life where he's doing everything he can to exponentially grow and to be genuine and authentic towards you. So, the messages I have from him towards you, Mai, is that he wants you to know that whatever happens, that he's never going to give up on you, and he wants you to accept him for who he is because he's not perfect. And that scares him. Even though he knows you will accept him for whoever he is, there's still some underlying insecurities that he's going through that he may not quite be able to be extremely honest with you. So in the coming weeks, he will definitely have a heart to heart conversation with you. So these are the messages for you, Mai. Don't give up. Things are getting better. Life is blossoming. Love is blossoming. And 2024 is looking very promising for you. I hope you have enjoyed the channeling, Mai. And next up, I have got Rachel. All right. So, what is in store for you, Rachel? Let me take a sip of water. So, Rachel, very interesting. There's a lot of 5D communication between you and your divine masculine. He notices a lot of change in you. He no longer feels obsession, he feels growth, he feels expansion, um, he feels very humbled by things that are going on. He sees a lot of resilience within you. He sees a lot of transformation. What used to be very strong energies are now more calmer. A part of him is afraid, a part of him is also thrilled at the change you're going through because it's kind of mirroring him. He struggles a lot with anxiousness and often he mistakes your high energy for anxiousness too. But the truth is, you are a high energy person, whereas he tends to be very unstable. So in the past, he always misunderstood that. He always thought that you were being obsessed, you were being too much, you're being like you're taking over, like there was a lot of power. He doesn't understand the difference between power and love, but that is changing right now because whatever you did is who you are as a person. It doesn't come from a place of you want to control him or you want to own him, but rather it comes from a place of pureness, and he's starting to see that more, Rachel, which is extremely transformative. As far as your combined energy fields look, there is a lot of silver and there's a lot of emerald green, which is an indicator that your higher heart chakras are expanding and opening up, So there will definitely be opportunities for heart to heart communication, conversations between the both of you. Also, there is going to be expression, expansion. As far as his solar plexus is concerned, he's feeling more confident at his stance. He does have a lot of regret and remorse as far as the past is concerned, and sometimes he lives there too much. Rachel, he tends to regret what he could have done, what he may have done differently, how things would have been different if he had done this or done that, and how he could have changed the future. Sometimes he's obsessed. So you pick onto his obsessive energy sometimes. One part of him is obsessed, another part of him is insecure. A lot of insecurities. He feels that he's not good enough for you because in his mind, you are special. No, it's not, he's not pedestalizing you or anything like that. He just feel that you guys are not energetically aligned in his way. But that is shifting now because there's more alignment now. He feels like energetically, the combined energetic fields between you guys are more calmer, more promising. There's a lot more prospect. It's like both of you have made this choice to put the past behind and to focus on the future. So that's what's really enthralling between the both of you, between your energies at the moment. There's a lot of expansion going on. And the messages from your divine masculine to you, Rachel, is that he is thrilled at what the future holds and he wants you to stay strong because he's becoming stronger, and he wants to tell you that he will love you always in every lifetime, in every form, in every space, and in every dimension, and that he's feeling extremely romantic, and that romance will come through. I hope you enjoyed that channeling, Rachel. Next up, I have got Nimit. So, Nimit, what is in store for you and what's going on with your divine feminine? I'm just getting the orders, the orders right. Oh, Rachel, this channeling had made me emotional. Thanks, Vash. You're most welcome, Rachel. So next up, I'll go on to Nimit. Nimit, are you here? You may not. I know a lot of people watch this afterwards because of the orders. All right, Nimit. So what is going on with your divine feminine right now is that she's going through a lot of confusion and she's also trying to mask it. So instead of dealing with it internally, what your divine feminine is doing is she's externalizing it. Oh, Nimit, good that you're here. So your divine feminine tends to hide all of that confusion, and instead she tends to create this fake persona to the world. And inherently, she's not a person like that. She's a very authentic person. She believes in traditional values. She believes in unconditional love, but yet she's so swayed by what the 3D world has to present to her. She tends to get trapped in that. And often that is why she pushes you away, because that Libra in her tends to be very dominant and tends to take over her. So she becomes a very different person to you. But you know internally that's not who she is. So the messages your divine feminine has for you is that she's a mess and she feels she's never going to be good enough for you, and that you are unreachable, unattainable, because of the fact that you are too good to be true, and you're too perfect, too perfectly good, that she has got nothing to add value into your life. That's how she sees. well, she's wrong because internally she also has that conflicting view that maybe she should just surrender and be with you because it will open up and invite her to a whole new world of experience. As far as your chakras are concerned, her root chakra is awakening more. She's feeling more stability amidst all the confusion. So, simultaneously, that's happening. For that confusion to transmute to stability, there's a lot of strength and wisdom. So, her crown chakra is opening up, her root, but her sacral is still feeling that ego. So there's a lot of ego that's coming out of. So even though she knows, she recognizes who you are, she's still holding back because she doesn't want to fully awaken to to who she could be. But that will change as 2024 is going to be very, very interesting year for the both of you, and hence your collective energetic fields look promising. There's a lot of gold and green, which indicates higher energies, downloads, healing taking place, which is really good. So I hope you have enjoyed this channeling, Nimit. So next up, let me see who I have. All right, I've got Shannon, I've got Diana, I've got Shay, I have got Rebecca, I've got Samantha, I've got Dawn, I've got Frank, I've got Irene, I've got Gabriella, and I've got Linda. All right. So don't worry, guys, you are very close to your turn, and just give me a moment. I just want to see. Okay. All right. Shannon, are you here? So, what is going on? Well, good news is very transformative. There is definitely going to be some kind of communication between you and your divine masculine in the coming weeks. It's looking very promising. I feel like his heart chakra is completely on fire right now. There's a lot of passion and expression that he wants to share with you, Shannon. So it's looking very, very prosperous. He's also going through some major life challenges. So you're both mirroring that onto one another. However, he is missing you the most right now because he understands how much he needs you, and he also knows that you need him too. So deep, deep, deep energies are being interwoven between the both of you. At the same time, there's also a lot of grace, there's also a lot of peace and silence and expression and a kind of slow, melodious love that is going on between you. So, what are the messages your divine masculine has for you? Divine masculine wants to apologize for coming into your life and abruptly leaving again. It's his fault. He didn't do it intentionally. He did it because he was not able to cope with the high energies that were running between you both. Also, he was a bit sensitive because he was being triggered, and he was feeling very sensitive because he felt that he was being judged. He was misunderstanding your mannerisms because of the hurt he had in the past. So he's seeking your forgiveness for that. He's asking you that to please forgive him again because he's going to re-enter your life, and this time he's going to be more stable. And he also wants you to never give up on him because life is too tough and he cannot imagine a life without you. He has a lot of love in his heart and he can't wait to express it all to you. He sees you in a very precious way. You're very, very precious to him, and there's so much he wants to do. There's so much that he wants to create that will amplify his journey, that will create that kind of expression and love and light and prospect. So, what has your guidance team have for you? Keep on going. Times are getting tough, things are getting tough, but things are also evolving, growing, and expanding and ascending. So, things are looking very promising for the both of you, and energetically, things will get better between the both of you. I hope you have enjoyed this channeling, Shannon, and I will go on to the next. All right, I have Diana. Oh, Diana, you're amazing. All right, I'm going to take a sip of water. My throat. All right, so this is the order, guys. Diana, Shay, Rebecca, Samantha, Dawn, Frank, Irene, Gabriella, and Linda. All right, Diana, what is in store for you? Looks very, very promising. Again, a lot of fire energetically. There's a lot of expression, there's a lot of wisdom. He is lately been connecting with his higher self a lot. So, Diana, your divine masculine has been connecting a lot with his higher self and has been gaining a lot of wisdom. He's being visited by by you a lot in 5D. So there's this celebration, and he has been dreaming a lot about you as well. And also he wants you to know that things are hard on his end, but you are the light at the end of his tunnel. He's feeling extremely grateful to you. He's feeling extremely grateful for life, for giving him the opportunity to reconnect with you again and again, despite all of the setbacks that have happened in the past. He's very eager for being with you more permanently and having a lot of children with you and having infinite life experiences. This is what's going on in his heart, soul, and mind lately. He has been visualizing a lot about the future because he can't wait to have those babies with you. Very, very excited about the future. He wants to make a grand move, he wants to make a grand gesture, but he's still healing from old wounds, from pain that he caused as part of the connection. So that is what's going on right now with him. He also wants to completely express himself in a multidimensional way. So, as much as he's very active up there in the higher dimensions, he's also going through a lot of shedding. So, he's shedding old skin. In other words, he's going through moments, pockets and pockets of mini crises. He's going through a lot of problems and crises, but at the same time, he's also expanding, he's also growing, and in he's kind of becoming ready for you, Diana, because he knows that as far as vibrations, he needs to meet you there, because you are no longer who you used to be, and he's fully aware of that. And he's also no longer where he used to be, because with all the healings and activations and realignments, he feels strong, he feels like a warrior, and he knows he's ready to go meet his queen. That's how he feels. So the messages W has for you is that he is sincerely, deeply, emotionally, romantically entranced by the beauty you bring to the world, and he can't wait to be with you. He can't wait to um, transform your life, because he knows you are going to transform his, and he's very excited about the future. So the messages I'm getting from the universe for you is that, Diana, just keep on rocking, keep on glowing, keep on doing what you're doing, because you are amazing. I hope you have enjoyed this channeling, And again, oh my, thank you, Nicole. So, Nicole says, I strongly recommend Vaish's healings to anyone really serious about seeing major improvements in themselves and their TF connection, both spiritually and physically. She's the real deal. Much love, and thanks to you, Vaish, for all your guidance and gifts. Oh, thank you so much, Nicole. It means a lot, and I'm so honored. And thank you. Thank you for this. Really, really happy to see that. And I'm so happy to work with you. You are amazing. And Nimit, thanks, Vaj. I feel like she does push me away in 5D as well. Looking forward to what 2024 is in store for both of us. I'll be waiting patiently. Oh, definitely, Nimit, things are looking very bright for you. And again, Nicole, thank you. I'm so happy. Like when I saw your comment, I was really from the bottom of my heart. I really thank you for such a heartfelt review. It means so much to me. All right, so next up, I have got Shay, my favorite Martian starseed. So, what is in store for you? Sense a lot of romantic energies. I feel like he's yearning for a lot of physicality. So, in other words, your DM wants to spend more and more time with you in the physical. He's craving more physical presence and touch from you. So, that's where your connection is. For after a very long time, your divine masculine actually feels in alignment with himself, and he feels he's ready to give you that respect and adoration and that love that you deserve, because he is so lucky to have you, and he's also very grateful for how things were in the past. If not, he would have never given you both the opportunity to come to a place where you are. Of course, he apologizes for being insensitive or unstable at times, but that's not his intention, because he has a lot of responsibilities being thrown around him, and sometimes he projects it to you subconsciously, but because you're twin flames, you kind of feel everything that he goes through. So the messages I have from him to you, Shay, is that he's very, very sorry. He's very apologetic about his behavior in the past, but he is not promising that he's going to be perfect in the future, but he will be better. He wants you to know that he will be better, and he honors you and he values you, and you mean a lot to him. And you transform his life and give him so much joy and so much inspiration, and he's extremely grateful for that. So that's what I have for you, Shay. Your guidance team, your angels wants you to know that you're on the right track. You're doing everything very amazingly, very beautifully. There's a lot of gold and silver in your collective energetic fields, which is an indicator of soul growth and expansion for both of you. So multidimensional and 3D physical union is very near, where you'll feel whole and content, and that is very near. So 2024 is looking very promising for you, Shay. All right. Um, Next up, I have got, oh, Rebecca. Hopefully, your DM doesn't do anything with the internet connection. Well. So, Rebecca says, thankful for you, Vaish. What's the latest 3D, 5D thoughts, or whatever you feel I need to hear? Well, he's watching. He's watching you in 3D, 4D, 5D, and multi-dimensionally, if he could, and he is. Very interesting, because he wants to be authentic and genuine towards you, Rebecca. And he's trying so hard, but he's afraid because he's embarrassed at how we behaved to you in the past. He didn't know the depth of the connection, he was not even aware what was going on. And now he's starting to awaken to what your connection could be, the potential it brings. And maybe he missed out, maybe he was too harsh to you, maybe the way he spoke may have hurt you. All of this is haunting him, and he's trying his best to come in terms with the fact that he shouldn't have treated you that way, and he wants to make it better. And as he watches you and stalks you a little, he realizes that you are still loyal and faithful towards him, and he's very grateful for that. And he wants to re enter your life in a very grand fashion so that he can give you what you truly deserve. The queen you deserve to be. Things are looking very promising as far as 2024 is concerned. A lot of new prospects, a lot of major life changes. But one thing is certain is that you will definitely be together by the blessings of the divine, by in fact the whole universe will rearrange itself for you guys to unite. So what are his 3D thoughts? His 3D thoughts is that he's very afraid. There's a lot of fear going on between the both of you. He feels that he's very fearful of himself because he's afraid that he might hurt you. So that's what goes on in his 3D mind. He's constantly analyzing, reanalyzing logic and rationality and whether it's true or not. And he's trying to delve deeper, and then he's stalking you, and he's very confused right now with what's going on. 5D, his higher self wants you to know that everything is progressing, everything is growing, everything is expanding, and he wants to tell you that he loves you. He loves you a lot, and he's crazily in love with you, and he will do anything and everything to be with you. And his higher self knows that the future looks very promising between the both of you, and 2024 is the year of transformation, luck, and union for the both of you. So I hope you have enjoyed that, Rebecca. And next up, I've got Samantha. Oh, Samantha says, thanks for all you do. You're most welcome, Samantha. You are amazing. All right. So, what is going on for Samantha? So, Samantha looks very bright, looks very promising. You're so close to. I see a lot of marriage energies as well. I definitely see a proposal coming up. Definitely, I'm seeing a ring in my vision, and I'm also seeing joy. I'm seeing a lot of happiness. I what I'm seeing is like a proposal and a wedding that's going to follow. So engagement energies are at an all-time high right now. So him stepping back is not actually him stepping back. It's actually him planning a surprise for you. Also, he is ready to bring this connection to the next level because he is kind of, or almost 90% balance the things of his past, his karmic connections and all of that. And now he's ready to invite the new energies into his life. So a lot of surprise energies. Energetically, both of your collective energetic fields are lighting up. I see a lot of red. I see a lot of green. I see a lot of pink. I see a lot of gold and emerald, all indicating surprise, 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 romanticism, love, kindness, heart to heart conversation, deeper meaning, deeper exploration into life. That's how it is looking as far as the energies are concerned. Of course, there are a little bit of obstacles that are created by the both of you within. That is also shaking up, and they are shedding off. So that's a good sign. So, what are his messages towards you? So, your divine masculine wants you to know that he is going to surprise you, and he's going to finally express all that he feels in a very grand fashion. So, he wants you to be surprised and also to be ready for an adventurous life with him, because there's going to be so many fun things that you're both going to do together, and he's very, very, very excited about that. So he is extremely excited about the future, and he wants you to share in with the excitement. He's also apologetic because he may have hurt you consciously in during periods like last year where he had to do it because he felt like he was not able to give himself to you, so he had to push you away consciously, and subconsciously he realizes that he may have caused a lot of stress, and he's apologizing for that too, because he never meant to do anything consciously or subconsciously. He always had you in his highest intentions, and he wanted the best for you, because for him it was always about you, not about him. But right now he realizes that It is together you both take, and that is the gift he wants to give you, that gift of commitment, the gift of joy, and the gift of security. So I hope you have enjoyed that channeling, Samantha. And next up, I've got Dawn. Oh, Dawn, Dawn, are you here? And you had a billionaire question going on there. Definitely you're going to be a billionaire, because not only are you going to be a billionaire financially, you're already a billionaire at heart, full of compassion and grace and excitement. You want to help everyone, you want to see everyone succeed. You have so much you want to do for the world, and you'll be one of the kindest and friendliest and most promising and beautiful and hottest billionaires in the future. So that's what I see for you, Dawn. So exciting times ahead for you, work wise, career wise. Everything that is happening right now is preparing you for the empire that you're going to create in the future. Relationship front, of course, your DM is subconsciously and consciously stalking you, both in your dreams and in 3D as well, because he does feel the energetic shifts within you. So he's very, very excited about what's there to come. A lot is going on, but you're going to really going to the next 30, 40 years of your life is going to be very eventful, Dawn. It's full of promise, it's full of excitement. You are going to look back and say, I didn't know there's so much heaven on earth. So you're going to literally experience heaven on earth holistically. Everything is going to be in alignment, everything is going to be in balance, and you're going to be so happy being that boss babe that you so totally deserve to be. And right now, it's the foundational phase where you are getting all the skills and getting all of the equipments and the contacts and the connections and everything that's going to transform your life totally in ways beyond your imagination. So, what does your divine masculine have to say to you? Well, he's very guilty that he was inauthentic and he lied to you about saying things like he was not interested in you, because those things were not true. He pushed you away because he was threatened by the fact that you may be too good. You may be too good to be true, because all his life he has only had bad relationships, relationships that have taken advantage of him. So he was not open for something as pure as you. But that is shifting right now as things are breaking with his other involvements, and life and love and the universe and God, they're clearing your path for some kind of a communication and connection, and that is coming really soon. And Dawn, keep glowing, keep blossoming, keep being who you are, because that is the biggest gift you can give to the world. So I hope you enjoyed that channeling. And I have got Frank. Where is my dearest star student? Diana and Frank are amazing. They are absolutely amazing. And where is Frank? Anyway, Frank, do you have anything specific for you? Oh, you're most welcome, my dear child, Dawn. Rebecca, looking forward to when we are finally back in the same continent next year and back in that peaceful presence. Thanks, love. All you're most welcome, Rebecca, always. So, Frank, what is in store for you? Well, Frank, the future is looking extremely promising. It's looking extremely enthralling and energetic. A lot of gold. I'm seeing a lot of golden energies. Right now, your auric field is lit. A lot of people are relying on you, Frank. A lot of people are valuing your input. They can see how genuine and authentic you are, because you are a rare breed of a divine masculine. You are full of service to the Twin Flame Collective and also the Divine Feminine Collective specifically, and you are being blessed by your angels and God and your higher dimensional teachers. There are a lot of visitations that's coming in. You are transmuting, you are transcending. There's a lot of energy exchange going on between you and the universe. In other words, you are being given a lot of knowledge. Your lineage codes are being activated, your ancestral codes are being activated. So your Northern American lineage is waking up, and soon you're going to discover more gifts, more soul gifts and psychic gifts through that. So Between now and the next couple of months, a lot of activations are taking place to activate your latent ancestral gifts, and combined with your star gifts and multidimensional gifts, you're going to create something really beautiful for the collective. And again, a lot of divine feminines are counting on you, Frank, because you give them hope. You show them what their divine masculines can become. So as far as your twin flame connection is concerned, it's looking amazingly impressive. There is so much joy, so much integration, so much promise between the both of you as things are shaping up. There's a lot of mutual respect that is going on between the both of you, as there's a lot of admiration, consciously, subconsciously. You're both respecting who you are individually, and at the same time you can foresee all the things that you're going to go do together and separately as well. You're going to be extremely interdependent and codependent energetically, and it's looking very beautiful, Frank. And so the messages from the universe to you is that keep on rocking, keep on rolling, keep on expanding, keep on growing, keep on achieving, and keep on being the light you are to planet Earth, because you're going to do so much for the world and for the space and for the universe and for the multiverses. So all the best to you, Frank. And next up, I have got Irene. All right, Irene, are you here? My dearest star in the making. So again, Erin, it's looking very prosperous for you. A lot of prospects are lining up for you. 2024 is going to be such a successful year for you in terms of your career and your life with your twin flames. So things are looking very exciting, promising, full of lightness, full of hope. Again, you're being urged, being nudged by the universe to keep expanding and growing, because this is a golden period for you right now to truly grow. So, all that happened in the past, all of the pain was all preparing you to become that beautiful version of yourself, that transformational high potential person that you're going to be in the future. So you were actually preparing. All the pain was actually growth for you internally. So I would urge you to keep doing what you got to do, and you have your twin flame support 100%. She's there for you. She's praying for miracles for you. Her support is both 3D, 4D, 5D, and she's supporting everything that you would do. But right now, your priority would be to focus on the now, to expand yourself, to be doing what you're passionate about, creating and creating. Right now, you are in creator space a lot. So your energetic field is looking very promising. A lot of golden energies, emerald energies, pink, and also yellow, which shows that you're finally embracing yourself for who you are, and collectively there's a lot that you are going to do. And as far as your twin flame energetic field, it's looking good as well. A lot of growth going on there, a lot of gold and purple and indigo, which is a good indicator of higher level wisdom. But the first thing that you got to do is keep growing and expanding in the career field, because this is the period where all your suffering is going to transmute into perfection, joy, creation, expansion, and financial freedom. So I hope you have enjoyed that channeling, Erin. And the final message, final takeaway message is you be yourself. All the pain is transforming into something more beautiful, as always. So keep creating what you have to create, keep having that context, keep practicing your skills, keep serving the universe and the planet, and everything will be in alignment. I hope you have enjoyed that, Erin. Then I've got Gabriela. Gabriela's question is, what messages does my twin flame have for me? What does he want need to know right now? So that is your question. And Gabriela, you also had a question. How is it looking for you in 2024? Things are looking very promising. Again, don't be carried away by, the um don't be too carried away by the waves, but think about it as the year in itself. So 2024 is a year, a high potential year. So everything that you're going to do in the next 3 months is going to determine what kind of a future you're going to have. So between you and your person, there's a lot of things that you have to work together and work on individually as well. So I will say focus on your healing right now and keep sending your person a lot of love. So what messages does your person have for you? So he wants you to be the beautiful person you always are, full of love, full of kindness. At the same time, he wants you to build depth. He also wants you to build confidence, and to embrace your future and know that things are working in your favor. So those are the messages he has for you. Also, he is apologetic. He never wanted to hurt you intentionally, and there are a lot of things that he could have done better, but in the future he wants you to know that things will be different, things are looking promising, and he wants you to let go of the past so that you can embrace the future. So that's the messages he has for you. He wants you to know that you're flourishing and he's also flourishing, and that you will flourish together. So the parting message he has for you is that he wants you to hang in there, and whenever there are tests and tribulations, he wants you to pray to God, and he wants you to keep thinking about God and the universe, because you will be guided accordingly. Of course, there is a lot of healing that needs to be done individually, both of you. So his higher self's messages are for you to, you know consciously adapt a few practices like meditation or yoga or connecting with the nature, because this will help you to align your energies and balance yourself more. So these are the messages that I have for you today, Gabriella. I hope you have enjoyed this channeling. And next up, I've got Linda. Sorry, Linda, I know you've been waiting for a while. I don't think you are here. So Linda is the last. So if you guys want a channeling, I'm going to end soon, because Linda is my last. Oh, perfect. You're here. So Linda says, I totally love when you channel Doreen. Darren, for me, it's always so insightful to know how he's feeling. You're most welcome, Gabriella. All right. So, what is going on between you and D? So, your divine masculine, your person wants you to know that he is always in awe and admiration of you. He may feel that he's not good enough for you, but he has chosen you. He has chosen this life to be with you. And beyond what the relationship may hold, and distance might set you apart, he is thrilled about what the future would bring, because there's so much potential and promise and positivity and energies that's just merging into one another. So his 3D thoughts are such that he's so excited to to see what is in store for the future. He is yearning physical touch. He wants to be together. He wants to hug you. He wants to kiss you. There's a lot of romantic energies coming in. But of course, he's also upset about the distance between the both of you. But he wants you to know that the time has come for you to unite physically, and it's very near, and he's very, very grateful for all of your patience, your kindness, for all that you are and all that you're going to be for him. So these are what's going on with him. He also wants you to think about all of the beautiful adventures that you're going to partake in. So his 5D thoughts for you would be that he has a lot of respect, he has a lot of admiration, he has a lot of adoration for you. He's also he's also so in love with you. He loves everything you do. He finds you so pleasantly he finds you so pleasant and sweet, and you're almost like candy. He finds so much sweetness in your heart, and sometimes he wonder, can a woman like her exist? So this what goes on in his mind all the time, like, can a woman like her exist? Is she real? How can she's too good to be true? But again, he has so much compassion in his heart. It's something that you both mirror between one another. So, what does the universe want you to know, Linda? The universe wants you to know that you're on the right track, you're amazing, you're beautiful, you're doing so much for each other. There's so much growth and there's so much expansion and ascension between you. Patience. basically Darren wants you to be patient because he may have not been the best. He always feels that he's not good enough for you because there's so much more he knows he can do, but however, he's not able to do it because of the distance. But he's asking, he's pleading with you for an opportunity to allow him to show who he truly is, and to treat you like the candy you are. I know you love that candy analogy, Linda. And he wants to treat you like the queen you are meant to be, the queen of his heart. And he knows that time is limitless, life is limitless, because whenever he thinks about you, he sees beyond the universe. It's like a trip he's on. Always. You add so much laughter and joy to his life, and he knows that he adds a lot of laughter and joy into your life too. And he just can't wait to bring the connection to the next level. So 2024 is looking extremely, extremely exciting for the both of y'all. A lot of romance in the air, a lot of potential, a lot of prospect, a lot of traveling. I see a lot of traveling between you. There's going to be a lot of heart to heart conversation, soul level expressions, discussions. You're going to really, really explore consciousness together. That's what I have for you, Linda. I hope you have enjoyed the channeling. Is there anything else you want to ask? Because you're the last, I can take questions. Hey, Eric, good to see you. And guys, I hope you have enjoyed the channeling. Sorry about the technical glitch. I have no clue why the first part of my video had to disconnect. But again, for those of you who are re-watching, there's a first part to this because I was cut in between. So there's a part one and part two for today's live. Again, if you guys have enjoyed today's live, and feel free to leave a tip. It means a lot to me. It helps me to spend more time in creating more content. Also, I've got some amazing promotions. Oh, Linda, you're most welcome. Linda says, beautiful message, loved every part of it. You're most welcome as always. So, again, guys, I've introduced a new healing. It's the Twin Flame Special Goddess Trust and Surrender and Activations for Strength and Peace at 122 USD. So, do check out the link. I've also have some amazing promotions going on, especially for the soul realignment. That is a must. I do accept installment payments as well, but I would highly recommend the Union Activators. They have transformed lives, they've created miracles. And again, I work with 12D quantum energies. I apply a lot of ancient techniques, goddess techniques, star healing, Reiki, Isis, Sachim, everything. Because I have been a healer for many, many, many lifetimes, and so what I create is very unique, what I offer, and my clients can vouch by this. Again, thank you, Nicole, for the beautiful, beautiful review. Nicole says that I strongly recommend Vaish's healings to anyone really serious about seeing major improvements in themselves and their TF connection, both spiritually and physically. She's the real deal. Much love and thanks to you, Vaish, for all your guidance and gift. So, guys, I have a lot of I have been very blessed and lucky to work with a lot of amazing people and transform their lives. So guys, do check out all of my offers and services because I can't wait to work with you with your healings, and I do a lot of channelings as well. So if you're interested, please do visit my website. All of my offerings are there, and you can book me directly as well. So, guys, I would highly, highly recommend the activators. So, this is the link for it. I would also recommend the soul realignment because that is a must because it removes blocks and restrictions, and it is something that every person should get because it really resets your life and aligns your soul, and you're able to welcome the new energies in. And that's why I highly recommend it, and it's in promo until the end of the month. So again, I will send you guys. So yes, again, I'm having the 3D Union Activator on sale as well. And yeah, I'll highly recommend the soul realignment, guys. All right, so you can visit my store for all my services. So let me send you the link for that. And if you have any questions, feel free to write to me through my website. And I will see you all again. I'll highly recommend the Beyond the Veil healing because it's very important right now. And I also have the eclipse healing going on right now because we still are in the eclipse energies. I still have spots for the full moon healing if anyone's interested. And with that, take care, love you all, and I'll come back again with a more exciting live. So if you want to watch other lives, I've got the YouTube playlist up there as well. Thank you all, and again thank you, MJ, for being so wonderful and bringing this group together. I'm so privileged to be your co-admin in running this group. MJ, you're amazing, love you loads, and I will see you all again next week with a much wonderful topic. So take care and see you all next week.